Hot drops are the most dangerous way to start a match in Free Fire. Players are tossed into the crossfire upon landing and have to scramble for gear. Only the most skilled players manage to survive. However, the main cause of being eliminated is not limited to fierce competition. So in this video, we are going to tell you that I hate FortNite hot drops. Landing in peace. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. When landing in a hot drop zone, players should avoid landing too close to opponents. While there is the possibility of scooping up an early game elimination, the player can also get eliminated. Besides landing exactly where a player wants, landing even a second earlier than other players has huge advantages. When a player lands, the first objective is simply to find a weapon and take a position with enough cover. There are a few ways to optimize this whole process, and it starts with the parachute jump. If a player wants to drop at a desired location and land first, then the drop needs to be precisely timed. A player should ideally make the drop at about 600 meters to 800 meters from the target. After the jump, the player needs to fly or drop at an optimal terminal velocity speed of 231 km per hour to 234 km per hour up until about 100 meters to 120 meters from the target. Players can achieve this using the down directional button. At this point, the parachute should be deployed and the drop continues to be faster by continuing to hold the directional button. Faster landing allows players to search and find weapons faster and may even aid in getting a few early kills. When landing in a hot drop zone, players should avoid landing too close to opponents. While there is the possibility of scooping up an early game elimination, the player can also get eliminated. Since abilities can be embedded into other characters, landing too close to another player can be devastating. For instance, if the opponent has Claw's Muay Thai ability, they won't need a weapon to deal damage. The moment the player lands, the enemy will be able to pummel them into submission. While landing on the ground is an acceptable tactical move, it's not always safe. If an opponent has high ground, they can engage and deal damage with ease. If the player is unable to find cover, they will be eliminated. To avoid this scenario, Free Fire players should always land on top of structures if possible. They can then work their way down through the structure and find loot. Since bullets don't penetrate the hardcover, the player will remain safe while gearing up. A common mistake that beginners make is landing at the edge of the hot drop zone and then rotating inward. While the initial drop may be safer, entering the hot drop zone without gear will not end well. Opponents will easily be able to overpower the player and get an elimination. Players need to either land in the hot drop zone or avoid it altogether. There is no in-between in most cases. Most Free Fire players hot drop to secure eliminations and improve their K/D ratio. This being the case, they find a weapon and some ammo and engage the first opponent they see. While early game eliminations can be secured this way, they're not sustainable. If a player goes up against a well-armed opponent, they are likely to get eliminated. Rather than improving the K/D ratio, they might end up worsening it. To avoid this scenario, players need to properly gear up with a vest, helmet, and plenty of medkits. This will improve the odds of survival and help win engagements. When engaging opponents in hot drops, fighting in the open is a bad idea. Other opponents will hear gunfire and may decide to join the fray. If this happens, the player or the opponent engaged by the player is likely to come under fire. The third-party opponent will either steal an easy elimination or eliminate the player. To avoid this scenario, players should find cover before engaging opponents. Starting off on an obvious note, still, the best way to win at hot drops is to be good at the game. This includes knowing and being comfortable with all weapons, smart positioning, and the ability to choose when to play defensive and when to play offensive. It would be a rookie mistake to remain hopeful of getting one's favorite gun and go in unprepared to handle other guns. Often a few milliseconds make a huge difference in survival and death. Upskilling should involve getting better at all weapons. When we talk about positioning, the most basic point is to not remain in the same position ever. Especially when a player takes a shot, the position is instantly compromised and there is an immediate need to reposition. To simplify it, if a player shoots through one window and misses or does minimal damage, it would be a smart move to shift to another window to make the kill shot. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.